Alrighty, here is my best lap from today's practice, getting ready for the BMW NCC League and Detroit Grand Prix. I've been on this track before in the GT4 cars, and it's been probably 6 months. So it was quite the experience getting back here into the M8. Took a few laps to get my personal best, I think, about 16 laps. This is for season 1 of 2021, and we are running default weather here with a fixed track setup. So just gonna run this first lap as it came about, and then I'll just go back and pause in the key areas. As I said, this is in the BMW M8 with a fixed setup. The only thing that was modified on this car was the default brake bias, which was set to 52.7. Initially that resulted in a pretty twitchy setup, but gotten used to it. So right around 53 is pretty good neutral setup between understeer oversteer for most folks. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna step back a little bit more, leading to the last turn. This is gonna be an all-out turn. Just gonna slow down here. Brake right before the 350, and it's a light brake. Trail brake all the way through this corner, and I treat it as a kind of a late apex. Just stay on the curbing there. We'll push you out to where the curbing on the left hand side, you're back on the gas, and I just kind of hug that tight close to the curbing, kind of got off the gas, trail broke a little bit, and getting back on the gas. Just about now, you know you're gonna make it. You can really get on it. I do it in second gear with fresh tires. That's not a problem. Maybe, you know, if the tires are pretty worn, you want to start getting maybe doing that turn in the third gear. So here we got the first straight between T1 and T2. Brake right before 400 and downshift all the way to second. If for some reason you're running a little wide, you can go to first. It was just as fast between first and second, so I would recommend sticking with the second gear there just to save tires. This is a stay in a second gear, kind of a light brake right around here. Here doesn't help a lot of people, but there's this shadow, and I guess it would be, I think, the 1, 2, 3rd the advertisement box on the left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4th one. All right, the white one. Stay in second gear. Again, trail brake. Got on the gas here actually fairly easy. This one, there is a good amount of traction here. I stay in second gear, and I don't shift to third here. Just as you're about to hit the rev limiter, you start downshifting to second, braking and trail braking. You want to continue to trail brake through the turn until you know you're gonna make it. All right, again, good amount of traction here, so I actually got on the gas relatively early. This is the corner that gives me the most trouble. I still feel like I have missed the apex over here, but it was pretty good. You want to take it tight here and be very patient with the steering. I'm not on the full throttle until now. Otherwise, you will run into the wall. Use all the space on the left side. Come over to the right side, and then keep to the right-hand side as you're approaching this left-hander. You kind of want to approach it from the outside because you're going to have a relatively short straight here to make this right-hand turn. So I get on the brakes probably about 450, 475. And I think this one I do it in second. Stay in the second gear so you don't lock up and spin the tires coming out of here. Put a in some pretty low RPMs here, 4,000. That almost made that engine stall. Again, stay in second gear, and you're gonna have to feel it here more so than anything else. Right there, I start braking, because there are no good markers for braking, but there's only a short. It's almost like a dance through these turns. You get on the gas, you get on the brake, on the gas, you get on the brake. So you have to feel the rhythm. It's really difficult to speak here in terms of landmarks. So here you go, you lift a little bit here through this turn, and then here is just kind of a trail brake. Keep it tight on the left. I downshift to first, and then treat this as a late apex. Come out, stay on the left hand side, and here you brake right around 250. Right there, down a second. Mid apex, you can get on the gas again. Good amount of traction here. Get on the gas. Here you lift a little bit and back on the gas, and this takes you home. You go full gas here through this turn, and then we've already covered the next turn where you go from fifth down to fourth and third. It's just really kind of like a trail brake situation. So watch that one more time. There. So I'm gonna go one more time, but this time I'm gonna do a chase and zoom out a little bit. And this got a lot of right hand turns, so I like to watch it from this perspective. So we'll do that, and we'll go ahead and just watch the lap unedited. So here you brake right before 400. I missed the apex there. This is the tough one. I missed the apex there by a mile. .450 brake, right hander, stay in the second gear, and then you do the sequence here in the second gear. Okay, get off the gas, use the brakes to stick it out, first gear, late apex, and avoid all the curbs. They're just really tall, really nasty. Oof, mistake. Apex there, and that's a little bit better here. So anyway, I hope this helped, and if you have any comments, questions, post them below.